Since you guys all love all my tier list videos, especially my rogue tier list, I've decided to make another tier list on maps. I would have released this a lot sooner, but I was waiting for the Vice map to come out so I could play it a few times. Of course, over the last few days, I've only played it twice, so I've watched a few videos on it to really get a good understanding of it. So first up, we have High Castle. Now, the B site on High Castle and mid flow really well, but then there's just A site, and the only way to get there is through stairs that are basically straight uphill and a zip line. You basically can't get there at all unless you go through mid. If the A site was viable, this map would be S tier, but it's not. So this map is definitely a B tier map. They just need to tweak around the A site a little bit, and then it'll be an S tier map. Next up, we have Skyfell. Now, Skyfell is, in my opinion, a very balanced map. The only thing that I really don't like on Skyfell is that how going to the A site attacking, it goes down a little bit, which kind of hurts the defending team and makes them have to push up more, and then they usually just lose it. So I'm going to put Skyfell also into my B tier. I think it's a very average map. I don't think it's amazing, and I don't think it's that bad. Now we have Favelas, and Favelas is your straight up standard 3-lane map. You really can't mess that up. I think that this map is very balanced. You can 6-0 on either attacking or defending sides. I think this is a solid A tier map. Now we have Windward, and now this might be controversial, but Windward is my favorite map, and it's going into the S tier. There's so many different ways to play this map, attacking and defending. You can do whatever you want basically, and it will work. The only thing that is tough is when you're defending, it is a really long rotate if you're on B site and you have to go all the way over to A and vice versa. But like if you're attacking, you can take the zip line, you can go mid, you can take the zip line to A, you can go mid to A, you can go mid to B, you can do whatever you want. Same goes for defending. Now we have Canals, and Canals I think is actually a very well built map. I don't like how the attacking side spawns really close to A and the defending side spawns really close to B. I wish that those spawns would move to the middle to make more variety, because you see a lot of teams either just sprint out to A or take the long route to B, and it's very easy to figure out which site they're going to based on how much time is left in the round. So I think it's a really good map built wise, but I really don't like the spawns, so it's going to go into my C tier, and that's where it's going to be. Next up, we have Icarus, and Icarus is another 3-lane map, but this map I do not like as much as Favelas. I think that getting into the B side on this map is way too hard. There's basically a small doorway that Anvil can block with his ability, but completely removes that part of the map. Then there you have to get in through mid cubby, and then you have to go through mid to get there. So B side is really hard to get into. I rarely see anybody go to it. Then we have A site, and A site is also a little cubby, but most teams you'll see will push around the backside, and that's basically every single round. It's a fight for the back of A, and whichever team wins it will win the round. It's a 3-lane map. It can easily be fixed with a few quick changes just to make the B site more accessible to the attacking team, but besides that, it's right now it's just a fight for the back of A. There's not that much variety into it. I'm going to put it into my C tier for now. Next up, we have Factory, and Factory, I actually enjoy a lot of the gunfights and angles on this map, but this map is D tier straight up because there's only 2 lanes. The attacking team can only go into B through a small area and only go into A through a small area. There is no mid. They can just run back and forth each sites. It allows for some outplayability, but there has to be at least a mid lane to get to the sites, or else the defending team is just at a huge advantage. Now we have Vice. It's very early. This definitely could change, but I think that Vice right now, the way it is an S tier map. Vice is one of the only maps that allows long range gunfights, and it makes Phantom very viable. Everything on this map is basically long to medium range. There's not that many close range encounters. You can definitely play the long range rogues that you've been waiting to play that you can't play on most maps. So this is my tier list, guys. I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to make your own. I hope you guys enjoyed.